we've now reinvented ourselves through 6 computing eras. And just, that's 100% courage, the ability to endure pain and suffering. There's no easy answer for that, aside from you've got to believe what you believe. Crossing that chasm is extremely painful. It's life-threatening. Most companies don't make it.
In a recent in-depth interview at the Cambridge Union Society, Jensen Huang stated that NVIDIA stands as the only company to have successfully navigated and reinvented itself across 6 distinct computing eras. He emphasized that the methodology behind technological innovation is not inherently complex. The true challenge lies in having the courage to cross the chasm, endure the pain, especially when costs are high, value remains unrealized, and few succeed in reaching the other side, while steadfastly believing in the future.
So in 1999, NVIDIA creates the light bulb moment in the tech industry when the company manages to offload graphic rendering from the CPU to the GPU. In 2006, you followed up with the CUDA microservices with over 400 libraries. When you're creating and innovating at NVIDIA, how do you strike the balance between building and developing on pre-existing technologies and deciding, like you said, when to pivot into a new lane? How do you keep that balance?
It's really hard, and the reason for that is this: when you reinvent something, for example, let's use a phone for example. When the iPhone came along, it's still a phone, and initially it didn't do much more than a phone. It had a browser, and most people didn't need a browser all the time. And it had a map, that was nice, and it played some music, that was nice. But it cost 5 times more. And so the challenge is, at the time of a new product category, the cost of the technology is much higher than the value that it provides. And the same thing with the GPU. We invented the GPU because we wanted computer graphics to be a medium that was expressible through software. Prior to the GPU, graphics accelerators were fixed function. Garrow shading was Garrow shading, Phong shading was Phong shading. The way it, whatever specular highlight you decide, that's exactly the way it would render it. Well, we decided that computer graphics should be an artistic storytelling medium, and the software, it should be programmable by software using what is called a programmable shader. So we invented this idea, called it a real-time programmable shader. And so that led to a bunch of future opportunities, but on the day we announced it, there were no applications. But it cost twice as much. And so here's something that you have no need for, and as the current customer would prefer to have something that is, quite frankly, half the price than to have something that has future promise. And so there's no easy answer for that, aside from you've got to believe what you believe. And when you create it, the rest of it is about ecosystem development and inspiring the developers to create applications that realize the potential, a whole bunch of software, that kind of stuff. And that's all kind of mechanical work. But in order to go do that, you have to believe in a future.